Hey guys, so today we're going to do a little bit of an inspection on the hive. It's been about 5 days since I installed this swarm that I captured. They've been going through the syrup a little bit, but not crazy fast. But the one thing I still am not 100% sure of is that we got a queen. So we're going to do a little bit of a hive inspection today and confirm that we have a queen. I'm either going to spot the queen and see her, or we're going to see if she's laid some eggs or if there's any kind of larva in there. So with that, I'll go ahead and kick it off. I'm going to pause it real quick so I can put on my glove. Alrighty. I'm going to try to capture as much as possible for this whole process. I haven't sealed anything in here, so hello. Look at you ladies. Just doing some good stuff over here. Alright, so first thing I notice is kind of look at the whole board, or the whole hive. When I first put them in there, they were predominantly on those 3 frames only. And so one of the things about that was these 3 were completely built out with comb, but these other outside ones were completely empty. I'm now noticing that we have not so much on the outermost frame, nothing there, but on the more inside ones, they seem to be doing okay. Reach over here and grab our little frame tool. So again, this empty one here, nothing really going on, just empty. So we'll just set this to the side since there's nothing going on here. We'll put it back in just the way we found it. Let's see, move this one over. Oh, so you see they've got the little arm linking going on here, which means I can come over here to the side maybe. You can see that I might be building comb on this other one here. I can't tell. Here, I'm still going to go ahead and space them out a little bit. Man, they are holding tight. Like, keep the chain, guys. Alright, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to move these guys over. Oh. They're for sure building comb on that. I can see fresh comb right there. I just want to be sure that there's a queen in there, so I'm not trying to mess up what they're already working on. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift this frame over. I know. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't be mad. Alright, so we're just shifting this over so I can get to this drawn comb frame. We're going to take a look at that. See if we can see anything on this frame that's already drawn. It gives us an indication that there's a queen. Holy moly. There are just so many bees. Like, this is a much healthier hive than even what I started with the first time I did this. Look at them. Just going to town. Alright. This is heavy too. They've taken all that syrup. They have started filling all these cells. I'm just looking if by chance there's a queen. See some waggle dances going on over here. That's cool. And on the back here. Alright. I may take that one back out and shake it just to see the frames, but I get the sense that that's all nectar storage. I don't feel like they were doing any egg laying over there. Alright, oh, we got a little bit of resistance on this one. They may have... Okay. Goodness. So many bees. That's a heavy frame. Alright, so we got pollen, nectar stores. More pollen. I don't see any indications of brood. In order to do this correctly, I'm going to need both hands, unfortunately, so I'm going to try to see if I can find a way to set this up in such a way that you guys can actually see what we're doing. The reason this is really important to do early is, obviously this is a really big and healthy hive. And they're not stinging, but they are definitely checking me out right now. And so I can't tell if they're a little bit more aggravated because there's not a queen, which is possible. Or if they're just aggravated because I'm opening up their hive with no smoke on a, 5-day-old nuke install. Completely possible. So here, I'm going to see if I can find a way to set this up where you guys can watch what we're doing. May not be great for the audio, but hopefully it'll be okay visually. Setting this up here. Perfect timing, my neighbor's mowing his lawn. Sorry about that. Working it out. Let's see if I can go the other way here. There we go, that's not bad. I'll try to edit this part of the video out so you guys don't have to watch me figure out a good camera angle. Okay. So. Hey ladies. Specifically, I'm going to try to look on this thing here. got pollen stores here. You can see on the bottom. Alright, well, I have seen what I need to see. Trying to confirm that that's truly an egg. And I'm pretty sure I just saw an egg. A set of eggs. Try to bring it over here, see if it's something that you guys can see as well. Yeah, for sure. Alright, so in these little center frames here, center cells I should say, there are for sure some eggs, which is great. So that means there is definitely a laying queen in this hive. I would love to see her. So I'm not going to keep this frame out if this happens to be the one she's on. I don't want her to drop down and get knocked off by accident. I am going to look around real quick and just see if I can see her on here. Okay. I just checked the other side of that frame, and there's for sure like half a frame full of eggs. So there's definitely a laying queen. I'm going to lay these back down here. Okay. So this is a super quick inspection, obviously, but I learned what I wanted to know. So I didn't actually have to lay eyes on the queen. It's about 14 minutes in, and I mean, you can see from a capacity standpoint, we have a lot of bees in this box, and they are very, very quickly building on what they have here. There's already some fresh comb. You can see it over here. That was an empty frame. There's already fresh comb on that. They're building out. They've added a little bit of wax to some of the frames that were already in here so that it's got some fresh layers. It seems like they've fixed some of what was going on before. They have a lot of resources. There was plenty of pollen that I got to see on the frame. And most importantly, we saw eggs. So, I mean, there's a lot of bees in this box. In fact, I may go ahead and add a, maybe next week, I may go ahead and add the supers on. If they're going at it like this and building out this quick, that's going to be fantastic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and close her up. You can see it's still going to be another probably 2-3 weeks before we get the next round of foragers from that queen, because this was a completely empty hive, and this is the swarm that we got last week. So the only thing that they started with was the swarm and 3 drawn comb frames. Everything else in here is empty frames, and they're already building that out really quickly. They've got a lot of good resources, and they seem to be doing well. I didn't smoke the hive at all. They haven't tried to, well, I say they haven't tried to sting me. Maybe I'll zoom in there. I just saw one little sting on the glove, but that's not bad. And I don't actually know that was from today. That could have been from the other day when I did the installation. But outside of that, this is exactly what I wanted to see. They're healthy, they're doing well, they're growing quickly, and most importantly, the queen is laying eggs in some of the available space. As they start to build out these outside frames, they're going to have more space for the queen to lay. And then I just have to make a decision as to whether or not I'm going to do a second brood box, which is what I had last year, or if I want to go ahead and add a super and get a spring harvest for honey. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is yet, but I am really excited that they're doing as well as they are. I'm going to go ahead and slide the frames back over and close this box up, and then I look forward to seeing you guys later. And obviously, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Like and subscribe. I should be doing a whole lot more videos again now that we're in season. As I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to be doing a second hive. I'm trying to see if maybe I can catch another swarm. That would be really great if I could. And then we'll have 2 feral colonies, which for genetics is really great. I was planning to maybe get a package set in May if I can't catch a swarm. So we'll see which way it ends up going. And then I'm going to have the Flow Hive 2 right next to this one, and have a second, the newest Flow Hive, but have a second bee box so that we can kind of have the 2 to compare and see how things are going. But outside of that, again, I apologize for the lawnmower noise in the background. Hopefully the quality of this was not terrible. Do a quick little pan around so you can see the little setup here. But they are doing great, and I'm excited. I'm excited for what 2019 has, because this is definitely bigger and healthier than the hive that I started with last year, that I got from a nuke, and just the sheer quantity of bees is much higher. So I'm hoping this is going to be a really strong queen, and then if they can grow like they're growing and keep it up, then we should have a really good harvest this year. I got about 7 gallons of honey last year, so we'll see what these guys can do. But have a great day.